There's a whole bunch of news to go over today, including the Essence Emporium, a masterwork chest bug, which I think is OP at the moment. There's a lot of outrage and backlash over the Hall of Legends Faker-ific skin. We also have more information about the Hall of Legends pass itself, and there's also a bunch of smaller updates on top of all this. So first up, the Essence Emporium. In today's patch notes, Riot have announced the Essence Emporium's return, and it'll go live on May 30th at 6 PM UTC. So if it's not live by the time I post this, it will be live very shortly, in a few hours from now. And another thing to point out is it'll be open until June 19th, so that's almost 3 weeks. It'll be open longer than usual. And they mention here that they've brought back mystery wards and icons. However, due to technical issues, they're still going to disable the ability to give mystery wards and icons. So there's some sort of technical problems they're having with that, but they will try to bring it back in the future. And with the new mastery system, champion shards are pretty much useless unless you're trying to unlock any unowned champions. But for majority of us, the champion shards are now useless, so you can just disenchant them for the Essence Emporium. Now moving on to this masterwork chest bug. Now I first saw this when Julex tweeted out an unusual thing that happened to him. He got a masterwork chest, but he had only completed 3 out of the 12 milestones required from the mastery set. So I'd done some digging around on Reddit, and there's been a couple of posts about this issue. Apparently people are getting masterwork chests when one of their pre-made members completes their mastery set. So what seems to have happened is people are playing in pre-mades, and when one of the pre-made members completes the 12 milestones required for the mastery work chest, it looks like everyone in the party will also receive that masterwork chest, no matter what milestone they're on. So I don't know if this is a bug or an unintended feature, but it wasn't mentioned in the FAQ or any of the update articles, so I'm guessing it's a bug. And speaking of the mastery set rewards, you'll notice after the masterwork chest you can earn blue essence when you reach milestones 24 and 40. We finally know how much blue essence you'll get for the 24 milestones, and it turns out that you'll get 750 blue essence. So somebody reached this milestone, but their total blue essence count didn't go up because the number only shows every 1,000, so it didn't look like it went up at all. So they messaged Riot support, and Riot support confirmed that they did in fact receive 750 blue essence, and that's what you're meant to receive for milestone 12. So based on this, if I had to guess, milestone 40 probably won't be much more than this. So do with this information what you will. It's probably not going to be worth grinding out all those games just to get a little bit of blue essence. But obviously Riot must be struggling at the moment, which brings us to our next bit of news. We have a new update about the Hall of Legends pass. Now the basic pass itself is 1950 RP, so there's a slight price increase. But having a look at the rewards that they've shown, it's actually not that bad. You can get the Ryze and Legend LeBlanc skin, you can get SKT T1Z, Ryze and Syndra skins, 125 Mythic essence, 14 Faker icons and emotes, a Broccoli Baron title, Hide on Bush ward, Unkillable Demon King banner, and 6 Orbs, and there's also a LeBlanc chroma as well. So these rewards listed are pretty good value for what you get. On top of that, the pass itself is 100 levels, so there should be some other rewards as well. However, we don't know if there's tokens or grab bags or some of the other rewards we are used to seeing on the passes, but what's shown here is pretty good value for money in my opinion. However, looking at some of the other bundles, the price seems to jump up a lot, and this is where a lot of people are annoyed at Riot. The highest tier bundle will cost 59,000 RP, which is about $500 depending on your local currency. So this is by far the most expensive skin we've seen in the game. So a lot of people are annoyed that Faker's Immortalized skin will cost $500 basically if you do want to get it, and it's only going to be available for a limited time and may not come back. So there's a bit of the FOMO, or fear of missing out, predatory tactics being used here. And Riot have also added a new tier for this particular skin called Transcendent. So in your skin collection you'll see a new icon which kind of looks like a Minesweeper icon, and this is the new skins tier, so it's above ultimate. And there's a lot of tweets and a lot of Reddit posts made about this, and people are pissed off, and one of the posts is already top 3 post for this year on Reddit. So a lot of people are talking about this, and they're upset at Riot for releasing a skin for $500, and not only that, it's for a limited time only. We've even got people like Asmongold and XQC reacting to the skin drama. And not only that, Riot just last year released the gacha skins, which also made a lot of people angry, and there was a lot of backlash for that. You probably remember that whole drama about Jhin when he first got revealed, and so many people spoke out against it and were annoyed at Riot. And Riot actually took a while to respond, and then they came out with an article explaining why they did it, and then they continued to do it anyway. So when I first saw that this Ahri skin was about $500, I wasn't shocked at all. Like, I'm not surprised that they did this, and I'm pretty sure that the gacha skins were selling well. So despite all the backlash and all the outrage, these expensive exclusive skins seem to sell well. And I would imagine this is why Riot keep continuing to do this, and they've also increased the price. And of course, one of the main reasons this particular skin is so expensive is because it has Faker's name attached to it. They probably couldn't do this with anyone else. They're clearly using Faker's name and legacy to create this $500 skin and milk it. Especially the FOMO part. That's the main thing, that this skin is going to go away and it most likely won't return. They're also not putting it in the reroll pool. So if you own every skin, you're not going to be able to reroll this later. And even if you don't own every skin, you're still unable to get it from the loot pool. And this might be a hot take, but because we have everyone talking about it and it's all over Twitter, YouTube, Reddit, and it's getting millions and millions of impressions, this is good for Riot. And if anything, this probably helps their sales. This is a perfect example of a gaming company using controversy to sell more skins. Riot are pretty much taking the Grand Theft Auto route of using controversy to sell more items. Riot knew this was going to get a ton of backlash, but it was also going to get a lot of attention. So they're fully aware of the publicity that it's getting, and this is only going to drive sales. There's that saying that bad publicity is good publicity. So all the outrage and all the backlash is actually helping Riot. So what do? We can't not talk about it. We do want to let Riot know what we think of it and give them our feedback, but at the same time, the more we talk about it and the outrage that we do show, this only helps them. This increases their sales. So it's a bit of a catch-22. The marketing team at Riot are probably secretly sitting there looking at all the free publicity they're getting. So whether it's intentional or not, this is obviously drawing more eyeballs to this $500 skin. And this kind of leads on to what Skin Spotlight's found in the voice lines. One of the voice lines is, "Wait till the Demon King hears about these prices." So it's kind of bad timing, or it's almost like they're laughing at everyone. They think it's a joke. So that's basically my whole hot take on the situation. So yes, it sucks that they've released this $500 skin, but at the same time, the outrage is only helping them. And they almost don't care about the feedback that we gave them last time, so they're probably not going to care this time either. Moving on, there's an update on the Middle East server in today's patch notes, and apparently it officially opens on June 25th, and qualified accounts can transfer to the ME server for 1 blue essence. However, after that, the transfer price will increase to the usual 2600 RP for a one-way transfer. Now, we don't know too much about any welcome event rewards that they may or may not have, but Julex Gameplays did data mine this exclusive icon released to celebrate the launch of the new MENA server. So that's the only info we have about the rewards for this server. And speaking of new rewards, Julex also data mined the AT&T and Uber Eats masterwork chest and keys. So these are probably going to be LoL esports drops, and they might only drop for American accounts, but the codes they drop might be global. It'll probably be similar to the Verizon chest, where only NA accounts can get them, but if you somehow manage to get a code, it should be global. And speaking of chest, apparently some people who are having the Vanguard error issues in the client, if you message Riot support, you might get a chest and an XP boost. I don't know if they're giving it to everyone, but this is an example of a support ticket that someone made, and they complained about the Van error issues they were having, and the support person gave them 1 XP boost and a chest and key. So if you are having these issues, it could be worth doing this, but I don't know if they give it to everyone. Next up, there's been a few ARAM balance changes, and a couple of them people have been wanting for a while. So first up, Vega's E cooldown has been increased, and a big update has been made to Actions. His W scoundrel duration has been reduced from 25 seconds to 10 seconds. So this is a good update, and hopefully Vega and Action aren't as toxic to play against. Thanks for watching, see you next time.